I think we can speak now to the newly elected or re-elected mayor of the Tees Valley, which is Ben Houchen. Thank you very much for being on the programme with us. Congratulations on the win. Were you a bit worried?
Sorry, I missed that.
Were you worried?
Well, I'm always worried. If you're standing for re-election, you want people to back you and you want people to vote for you. So I would never dream of taking the public that I represent for granted, and I've worked extremely hard over the last few months. It's been a very, very tiring time, and I'm just delighted to get over the line, be re-elected and continue to represent my home, my community, and keep making things better for our local area for the next 4 years.
I mean, I think I can predict that Rishi Sunak is going to be trying to take some of the shared glory, shall I say, from your results. I can imagine that. Is it down to him or is it down to you?
Well, Rishi's been a huge supporter of Teesside's over the last few years. Just look at the things that we've been able to deliver, whether it's bringing the Treasury to Darlington, that wouldn't have happened without him when he was Chancellor, whether it's bringing the free port as well, the UK's first and largest free port, with his support for devolution in Teesside as well. He's absolutely done a huge amount, and we wouldn't have been able to deliver all of these things if it wasn't for him. So absolutely, it's a shared effort, but again, I'll work with anybody who wants to help me deliver for local people, and Rishi has helped me do just that.
You say you'll work with anyone. It may be that we have a change of government while you're still mayor. Would you be able to work with Keir Starmer?
Well, I already work with of the five councils that I represent or cover the area for. There are already 4 Labour councils, and now, as of last night, Hartlepool, there are 5 Labour councils. When I was first elected in 2017, there were 5 Labour councils. So again, like I say, I work with anybody, Labour, Conservative, Independents, to get what I need to get done for local people.
If Keir Starmer's Prime Minister, if Keir Starmer's Prime Minister, would you be able to work with Keir Starmer?
Absolutely. I mean, Keir Starmer's come out and said that he's going to double down on devolution, which is a huge change. It's a 180 from what Labour did in 2019 when they were talking about abolishing mayors. Now Keir Starmer's saying he's going to give us more money and more powers, which gives me more autonomy to get on and do what I do best, which is deliver for local people.
I can't help but notice, look, I admit you've got a blue tie on, but you decided not to wear a blue Conservative rosette. Why is that?
Well, I have done it previous elections, and the honest answer is I didn't have one and I forgot it. But I've got my blue socks on and my blue tie on, and we've had Rishi up during the election. So, you know, the idea that we are trying to pretend that I'm not Conservative, I mean, people know around here that I'm a Conservative. But thankfully, what we've seen today is they also know that I'm a Teessider, and that I'll put Teesside first, I'll put local people first, and I'll do what's best for the local area.
Come on, you're saying you forgot it. Surely someone's got a spare blue rosette they could have lent you.
No, well, we did rumble around in some bags, and we were hoping to find one, but we couldn't find one.
Okay.
We were too busy focused on the result.
OK. What do you think is the most important thing that needs to happen with Tees Valley now? What are you going to be banging the drum for more of?
Well, what people have elected me for is to double down on what we've already started, right? More investment, more jobs, more infrastructure. You know, we've set out a very, very positive plan for Teesside, Darlington and Hartlepool over the next 4 years, and now it's incumbent on me to deliver it, right? So I'm going to hopefully take a couple of days off and just recuperate, but starting from next week, doubling down, working twice as hard to be able to repay all of those people that voted for me. But for those that didn't, to try and convince them over the next 4 years that they should vote for me next time. So, yeah, hugely humbled, really, really pleased to be able to get through this. Absolutely thankful to be re-elected for a 3rd time. But again, as tomorrow, the work starts all over again.
You say there all the people who did vote for you, but also mention the people who didn't. And that is, you know, a fair acknowledgement, isn't it? Because last time around, you got an absolutely kind of stonking 73% of the vote, and that went all the way down to around 50%. I mean, that's an awful lot of people who you've turned off in the last few years.
No, I don't think so. I think 2021 was a very different time. It was post-COVID. There was the Hartlepool by-election. We had Boris Johnson running on a high. So there were huge national factors involved in that as well. And we're in a different place right now. And like I say, I'm just pleased to get over the line. I'm pleased that people have backed me. I think what we've seen is the Labour Party struggling to get more of their vote out. And, you know, let's not forget, right, we've had Keir Starmer up twice. We've had Rachel Reeves up at least half a dozen times. We've had Yvette Cooper. We've had most of the shadow cabinet up. They've thrown the kitchen sink at this, and they failed. And I'm pleased that people saw through that, and they voted for me for a local vision to deliver for local people. OK, thank you very much indeed. Ben Houchen there, the newly elected mayor of the Tees Valley. Thank you.